welcome back to the channel that knows nothing. I'm Jam and let's get to it. So today we are diving straight on into my top 10 books I want to read in 2024. So let's go. Coming in at number 10 on my list is Priory of the Orange Tree. I wanted to read it for such a long time, but I've been intimidated by the size of it and also like the world building in it as well, because even the blurb sounds so in depth and I'm like, I'm scared of what I'm getting into. The chances are is I'll probably read it as an audiobook and not read it, which people might say I'm missing out on experience there, but I think it is the only way I'm going to be able to get through this chunk. Coming in at number 9 in this one is Dragonfly in Amber, and I feel like it is one of those books that I've wanted to read for a very long time. Ever since I read Outlander, I did read Outlander, I didn't listen to an audiobook, so I feel like I will have to read the entire series. This one is not as intimidating as Priory of the Orange Tree. I feel like with Outlander, since I've seen the TV show, they kind of match it up semi-perfectly. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but I feel like I will have a much more fun time reading this one than listening to it. Yeah, I'm keen to get into it. Keen to hold myself accountable to this list. Coming in at number 8 on my list is The Miseducation of Cameron Post, and this was actually a book that was recommended to me in high school. So it's been on the pile for a very long time. You know, it's in that category of like LGBT plus. So people are just like, why haven't you read it? I don't understand why I haven't read it. So I hate people being like, why haven't you read all the gay books? You know, I'm sorry, I don't have all the time in the world, and sometimes like the gay books be sad. Like this one, I did actually start reading it. It wasn't like sad in the beginning, but I feel like it's going to be a long journey of sadness, you know, because when people aren't allowed to be who they are, it kind of fucking sucks. So that's going to be a fun read for me this year. Number 7 on my list is A Little Life, and I wanted to read it for such a long time, but I have heard that you need to be in the right headspace to read this book, or at least Katie McGrath says that. So I would take that lady's like, you know, word as gospel. So I've wanted to read it for a long time. It gives me like Rent vibes a little bit. So yeah, I know I'm in for a wild ride and I'm not prepared. So yeah, I think this will be like a mid-year read potentially, not right now. Right now I'm like got the happiness of the new year like on me still, so I really don't want to get sad too quickly this year. Number 6 on my list is Cinder. This has been a book I've owned for like forever. I've only owned this one, not the rest in the series, but like I feel like sci-fi mixed with like fairy tale fantasy vibes. I feel like it's like almost the perfect genre for me, and also like my friends read them and she really liked them and she said I should read them, so like this is why it's on the list, you know. And also like it's Cinderella, it's classic. What, like how could they get that wrong? They can't. Really? Can they? I don't know. Number 5 on my list is The Rest of Us Just Live Here, and it's by Patrick Ness, and last year I got super into him and I'm reading one of his books right now, and the way he builds worlds and characters is just amazing in my mind, and I am really upset I haven't gotten into him like sooner, and so this is why this book has made the list. I hope it's freaking good. This was a gift, so I don't know. I don't think I've actually ever bought a Patrick Ness book. I think people have just gifted them to me and I haven't gotten around to reading them until now. Number 4 on my list is A Storm of Swords, and it is the 3rd installment in the Game of Thrones series, and I feel like I really want to like power through them. And like, to be honest, he's not coming out with Winds of Winter for fucking forever, so I've got my time with coming to catch up on everything. But I'm keen to dive back into like this fantasy world. It is both like fun and irritating at the same time, because like obviously with like the TV show, or at least the first couple seasons of the TV show, you know, it's pretty parallel to the books except for like some characters are missing. But also I want to get to the end because I'm like sorely disappointed in who they picked in the TV show, at least, to go on the throne, because that makes zero sense. And I hate it, and so I need Winds of Winter like to come out for one thing, and I need to finish the other books. So this is my hurry up and catch up moment. Number 3 on my list is The Lost Gods. I've had this for freaking forever. I think I did an unboxing of this on my channel when I first started. So I've had it for ages and I never read it. And it's just got like a very weird spook factor. It's kind of like in parallel with like, you know, gods and going into purgatory to like, you know, complete a mission, even though he's not a fucking demigod or any of that I'm aware of. So yeah, it's kind of a bit weird, kind of a bit unique. And I feel like I need to start reading more books like this because I've just been picking up too many like young adult books, at least last year, and I didn't enjoy myself. And so I need a wacky journey, and that's what this one is gonna bring, hopefully. I don't know. Number 2, and despite what I just said about picking up too many young adult novels, Lord of Shadows. I read the first one like ages ago. And so like I'm just like I feel like I need to finish off the series, and so like, you know, obviously this one sits in parallel to this one, but I feel like I need to finish it. Also, like I feel like I really do like, for all her faults, I really do like Cassandra Clare and her writing, and you just know what you're signing up for each time. Like you're signing up for the Shadowhunter world and you're signing up for a love triangle, so like at least if you know what you're getting into, you can't be upset. And number 1 on my to be read for 2024 is Blood of Frickin' Olympus. This is how far I got into it last time. I gave up because one of my favorite characters got thrown out of the bus, and so it was hard for me to read and stomach that personality change. But I really want to read the entirety of the Heroes of Olympus and then finish off with this one. But that seems like a journey because they're all quite, you know, chunky books. But I definitely want to finish it. Anyway, and so like that is like, this is a top book for this year, but I do want to read the others just for the sake of reading the series and not for just reading a one-off book. It feels too random, and I kind of need to get like a more of a holistic view of what happens because I have forgotten. It has been a long time since I've read these books. Anyway guys, that's all I've got for you today. Please like, subscribe because that is always nice, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.